You are never meant to settle in a job. This is your wake-up call. If you're over 35 and you're silently thinking, is this all there is to it? This video is just for you. You've followed the rules. You've built the career that you wanted. Maybe you've raised a family and you have children now. But something feels off. You're exhausted by work that drains you and you're not sure what to do next. Because on paper, your life looks just fine. But here's the thing. Feeling stuck doesn't mean that you have failed. It just means that your soul is looking for something more. So today I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful steps to help realign your career without blowing up your entire life. Stay with me until the end because I'm also going to share a mindset shift that changed everything for me. And I hope you can start changing things for you as well. Hi, my name is Ellie. Welcome to the channel. I absolutely love having you here. I spent 20 years working in corporate sales and leading teams across EMEA. I hit every single milestone that I thought that I wanted. But I also burnt out and I also completely lost sight of what I wanted. So now I help women over 35 redesign their careers that align with their values, their lifestyle, and their own truth. And this channel is here to support you as you navigate through your own career shifts. Okay, let's dive in. So step number 1, this is it. Be brutally honest about what's no longer working for you. Let's stop pretending that everything is fine. If you're feeling drained and not inspired, or like you're going through the motions, it's time to listen to that inner voice of yours because we often ignore it. We tend to tell ourselves, oh, I should be grateful for everything that I already have. I at least have a job. Or now is not the right time. Trust me, it is never the right time. Because tolerating what's misaligned destroys our energy and confidence over time. And you cannot build something better until you first acknowledge what is no longer working for you, right? So here is what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, what it is that I'm currently tolerating in my job and my career that's quietly draining me? Write it out. Don't filter, okay? And then answer, how do I want to feel in my next career or job? Every single day, how do I want to feel? And please use emotional words like I want to feel free, I want to feel trusted, I want to feel empowered, I want to feel impactful, I want to feel creative. Feelings create clarity. Job titles don't. If this resonates with you in the right space, hit subscribe now to get weekly videos to help you take bold aligned steps, not rushed ones. Okay, step number 2. This is the second thing I want you to do. Define your real non-negotiables after 35. You know what you will not tolerate. But too often we don't take the time to define our career non-negotiables. And instead, what do? We chase titles, we chase salaries, we chase flexibility without realizing what matters most to us. You might say yes to a great opportunity and still feel absolutely empty inside and overworked and out of place. Why? Why, if you thought that this is what you wanted? Because you didn't filter it through your own truth. Here is what I want you to do. Write down your 3 non-negotiables in each one of these categories. Okay, the first one is values, for example. Honesty, integrity, impact, authenticity, stability, for instance. Whatever your top 5 values are, okay? Work environment. What are you aiming for? For example, hybrid, autonomous, high trust. Okay, leadership style, collaborative, empowering, structured. Salary. Salary is very important. What is the minimum you would accept? And also, what is your aspirational ceiling? What's the ideal salary that will help you live the life that you really want? And then the last one is lifestyle compatibility. How does this need to fit in with your lifestyle requirements? For example, I want to have time to spend with my children and with my family. I want to hit the gym 3 times a week. And I really want some personal space to work on a side project that I feel really inspired by. These are important to be clear on. They're your career filters. If a role doesn't align with these, please note that it's not the right door for you, no matter how shiny it looks. Okay, let's move to step number 3 now. This is it. Reclaim your strengths and career wins when you feel stuck or have taken some time off. It's easy to forget what you're good at, right? You start questioning everything. What do I even bring to the table anymore? But our confidence isn't just mindset. It's proof. It's evidence. We become more confident when we are very good at something, right? I'm sure that you have already done some amazing things in your life, in your career. You've delivered results, you have led teams, you have led projects, you have supported teams, you have navigated life challenges. The issue here isn't your capability. The issue is your memory. So let's reconnect with what's already true, but it has faded in your mind. Here's what I suggest that you do for this one. Go to your last 3 performance reviews. Go to your LinkedIn recommendations or client testimonials. Highlight 3 to 5 accomplishments that you are proud of and what they really meant for you, what they meant for your team, and what they meant for your company. Then go and ask someone that you trust, like a really good friend of yours or a colleague at work, what do you think my superpower is at work? What do I really bring to the table? What value do I deliver? This will be a great reminder. And it isn't just for your ego, it's for your own clarity. It will tell you what to lead with in your next chapter. Once you decide what that looks like, okay? You have to be clear on what you bring to the table and make sure that it aligns with the life that you want to build. I absolutely love teaching this to my clients who are going through a transition. It's a major mindset shift. We have to start moving away from chasing external validation and start trusting our own intrinsic worth. Why is this important? It's important because when you stop needing others to validating your path, you really start building from what feels true. And then something amazing happens. You stop people pleasing and you start power moving. You stop performing and you start expressing your true self, your authentic, true, real self. You will feel absolutely amazing when you do that. I promise you. So yes, this really is the beginning of your career freedom. If all of that helped you think a little bit differently about what actions to take next, just hit subscribe to the channel. It will mean the world to me. Okay, great. Now on to step number 4. This is it. Do not touch your CV or LinkedIn just yet. This is a big one because what do we do when we want to change jobs because something isn't working anymore? We jump onto updating our CV straight away. But if you don't yet know what you're aiming for, your CV update will just lead to the next job, which in 6 months' time will just feel exactly like this one, draining and not fulfilling. Clarity must come before positioning. So here's what I suggest that you do. Okay, write this sentence. I help, what type of company? Do, what type of result? By using my strength in your skill set. So here's an example. I help startup companies build strong sales team using my strength in leadership, communication, and mentoring. For example, right? This could be anything. This is your professional identity anchor. So I want you to create it and use it everywhere, on LinkedIn, in interviews, in your own mirror, to practice it until you own it. And let me know in the comments what your professional identity anchor is. I look forward to reading them all, okay? So the last one for today, number 5. Here it is. I want you to reframe I'm starting over and start saying I'm starting from power. Right? Because here is the truth. You're not behind. You're actually ahead of a lot of other people. Because now what do you have? You have self-awareness. You really know yourself. You have lived, you have led teams, you have learned. So when you stepped into something new, like a new opportunity at work or a career shift, you bring depth that all of the younger candidates just do not have because they lack the experience that you have. Okay, so I want you to reframe I'm starting over to I'm starting from power. And here's what you should do on this one. I want you to really, really, really trust it and own it. This is your truth. Say it until it becomes your new truth. So put it on a sticky note and put it in your bathroom mirror, and I want you to say it until you own this. And here's the shift that I promised right at the beginning of the video, the one that changed everything for me. Are you ready? This is it. Do not tie your self-worth to your work performance. I'll say this again because I'm working with so many women who do this. And once they realize it and they stop doing it, it changes everything for them as well. So please never tie your self-worth to your work performance. This is absolutely critical to understand, internalize, and normalize it. Because you're not your output. You're not your KPIs. You're not your inbox. You're certainly not your job title. You're not your job title. Believe me on that. whether or not your manager praises you, whether or not you get the job, and whether or not you nail that presentation, you are worthy. And when you internalize that, do you know what happens? When your worth becomes internal, you and your career will become absolutely unstoppable. It is truly great to see with all of the women that I work with. So if you're ready to go even deeper, click on the next video to watch how to stop fear control your life. I think that it's quite a good next step. Like the video if this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel if you find this useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.